Right, the Laureus Sport for Good Foundation continues to help change the world through sport. This is done through various programs worldwide with the assistance of ambassadors. Proteas women's cricketer Laura Wolvaardt is the latest addition to the list. eNCA's Justin Ford sat down with her and brings us the story.
So the Laureus Sport for Good Foundation ambassadors are a very special group of ambassadors. The names stretch far and wide across various sporting codes, and the latest inductee joins me today, Laura Wolvaardt, the Momentum Proteas ace batter, if I can put it that way. Laura, thank you very much for your time. A special moment, no doubt, for you. Often this comes at a time once you've hung up your bat, but here you are still actively participating in the sport. Just take us through that moment earlier, noticing that you are now part of this elite group of, I'm not going to say former players, because a lot of them are still very much involved in various forms of the sport.
Yeah, very special afternoon. I think, like you said, it's never something that I expected would happen during my playing career. It's always something that I thought would be an awesome opportunity
That's
afterwards.
Skulk for you.
But yeah, just to be here today with all of these very special people has been an awesome opportunity, and I can't wait to see the journey forward.
Absolutely, and I've been exposed to the various programs that they offer. Obviously a foundation that started many years ago with Ian Banner, who is present here with us today. Have you been a keen sort of observer of the work that Laureus has done, and have been informed as to what role you will play as an ambassador moving forward?
I think growing up in sport, I've obviously been exposed to Laureus a little bit and seeing the awards on TV every year, but other than that I didn't know too much about it, so it's been great just having a chat to Ian and everyone just to see the way forward and to see what exactly I'd be doing. I think I have an activation after this, which will be my first event sort of with Laureus, so keen to see what it's like, and I'm sure it'll be very fulfilling.
Sort of, that baptism of fire, right? You've joined the team now,
yeah.
Just slap bang into being present as part of a program. But you come from a sport that has grown in leaps and bounds over the years. Very big battle before to get women's cricket on the map. However, the Proteas women's team have shown recently at the ICC Women's T20 World Cup that you are a force to be reckoned with. How does that feel as a player to know that the hard work that you have put in as players, as well as those that have supported you, has finally sort of come to fruition for you guys to have had a fantastic performance in that tournament?
Yeah, very special, and with that tournament being at home as well, I think just added the cherry on top. I think just to be able to play at Newlands and in front of a full house, in front of my family and friends was something that I'll never forget, and something that a lot of our team has been dreaming about for many years to come, in the past. So it's amazing to see how far women's cricket has come and that we're in this position right now. Obviously there's still a long way to go. It's a fight that we'll continue to fight, but I'm happy with the progress, and hopefully we can just keep going from strength to strength.
You talk about that fight, and I think another cog in that wheel was achieved this past week, where we saw that the broadcast deal partnership with Cricket South Africa and the pay TV broadcaster has included a lot more of the women's cricket matches, and I think that in itself must be a massive win. Yeah,
exactly, and it's vital, because if you want people watching it, you have to, put it on TV. So I think it's going to be really great for our exposure moving forward if people will be able to switch on the TV and there we are playing. So yeah, I think it's a very important step.
Another announcement we noticed this week is that a tour to Australia is planned, and I know that during that period of the ICC T20 World Cup, speaking to a few of the ladies as part of the team, there was that craving that you never get to really play Australia. It was all the other nations, but you need, in order to be the best, you need to play the best and beat the best. But you now get that opportunity to play against them in their home ground. What does that mean for the team?
Exactly. I think the last time we had a bilateral with them was in 2016 or something, so it was ages ago. And we usually only play them in World Cups, so it'll be awesome to actually test ourselves against the best team in the world. It'll be a very tough tour, a long tour. We have a test match as well, which is amazing. So it'll be the second test match that I get to be a part of, which I wish we'd have more of. So yeah, that'll be very special at the WACA, and definitely looking forward to the tour.
You've also been exposed to international women's leagues around the world, again proving the growth in the game, and that we can compete with the likes of the IPLs and the big bashes on the women's front. And you've, again, like I said, been exposed to that part of the game. What is that experience like? And how far are we from having an SA20 that we recently had, Women's League, for argument's sake?
I think obviously playing in those leagues has been amazing. It's been great exposure, getting to know different players from different countries, getting to know different conditions. It's been awesome experiences. I'm not too sure when we'll be having a league. After the World Cup we did ask a few questions and they sort of put it in a 2-year ballpark type of thing. So hoping that they stick to that, because I think we definitely need to start doing something if we want to keep up with the rest of the world. Even there's a women's IPL now, there's Big Bash 100, so a lot of the countries have leagues, and it really helps develop local players. So we're going to have to do something if we want to keep up in the long run.
Understandably, those leagues took a while to get to that first ball being bowled. I attended the Sports Minister's budget vote speech, where again was just reiterated that there is a dedication from their part and a commitment to a women's cricket league that they will engage with Cricket South Africa for. So I think that's a very good start. So Laura, thank you very much for your time and all the best for the upcoming season, and obviously your further engagement with Laureus and your time with them.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
There we have it, Laura Wolvaardt, the opening batter of the Proteas women's cricket team, but hopefully a new voice to be added to the long list of Laureus Sports for Good Foundation ambassadors. Justin Ford, Cape Town.